7th at 112 a year ago. Eric Galka from Hobart, his opponent, the 130-pound champion in 2007, 103-pound champion in 2005, and a sparkling 158, 166 career mark, a 4-time state qualifier, a 16-time freestyle state champion.
The name Galka, for those that have been involved with wrestling, recognize that name's been around for a long time. You wonder if that guy's ever going to graduate, but he's reached his senior season, and he's going to be heading. He's got the brains to go with it, Mark. He's going to Northwestern University to wrestle.
That? Good for him.
Galka, as a sophomore, was beaten on Friday night by eventual state champion Reed Freeman, I believe, and that was one of those real tough draws on Friday night. That's why he didn't advance that last year. But the other 3 times he's in the state, he's under the lights in the state finals.
No score. First period action just underway in the 135-pound weight class.
Galka is a hard guy to wrestle. He's long and lanky. He's got a near side cradle. He got the takedown. If he gets his leg in, he'll have what is called a Turk. He can elevate, but he's got the arm between the legs to trap McMurray's legs. He can't move to clear his hips, get back to his referee's position or back to a position where he can actually score. It's called an arm Turk. But Galka's going to ride that as long as he can because it's very similar to a pinning combination. Last week in the Maryville semi-state, Galka defeated McMurray 7-4 in the semifinals. So these two have wrestled each other as well. And for a sophomore from Portage, McMurray is a vintage or typical Portage-style wrestler. He's very good on his feet. He's very good on top when he rides.
80 matches, 39 falls. His record, not too shabby. 69 wins in 80 attempts.
Well, he's
pretty good average for a kid that age.
Yes, he's a sophomore, so we're going to hear more and more of him as well. But Galka's in control right now with 20 seconds left. Let's see what kind of move McMurray makes.
He's up 2-0, Galka
got a Granby row, and he's got Galka out of position. He might be able to get on his feet and shake him down. This could possibly turn into a reversal. If not, he can come out the back door and get escape. If he gets the other ankle, he should get a reversal out of it. He definitely has a 1-point escape.
Clock showing zeros now. Yeah. Should get a 1-point escape, and he does, making it 2-1 now. Galka leading Sean McMurray, 135-pound weight class. State championship here at Conseco Fieldhouse.
McMurray chooses down, and he was able to get away last period at the end. We'll see what happens.
One thing you'll notice, too, folks, for those of us catching the action on IHSAAsports.org, and I want to get your impressions. When did you start to notice, it seems like over the past 4 or 5 years, when we get up in the weight classes, up in the 50s especially, and the 60s, I can't get over how tall some of these wrestlers are. I mean, you didn't have any 6'6" 6'1" wrestlers 10, 15 years ago.
Well, I think every body style has its place in wrestling. If you're tall and lengthy, you have leverage, and you're typically a counter wrestler because it's hard to get all that body underneath when you take a shot. But if you're built a little bit lower to the ground, you've got the power and the quickness, and that's an advantage. So, I think a shorter guy might have, when he wrestles a taller guy, might think that's his worst nightmare, but it's the same for the tall guy wrestling a short, powerful individual.
That's it. That's always a fun match to watch when you have two contrasting styles like that. We're now tied at 2, by the way.
Yes. McMurray got his escape, and I think that's why he chose down. I do like the job that the referees are doing at the end of the first period when he could have possibly awarded a reversal. He didn't give the escape too quickly, so he wouldn't have to award a takedown and make it a 3-point move. It really was just a 1-point, or if it would have been a reversal, it would have just been 2. Sometimes referees make a mistake and give 1 quickly, and then they have to give a 2-point takedown instead of a reversal.
40 seconds left in period number 2. We're all tied at 2 in the 135-pound championship here on IHSAAsports.org.
Okay, the referee calls a stalemate. I think Galka is content to neutralize McMurray here and try to go into the last period where he goes down.
Eric Galka of Hobart going against Sean McMurray of Portage, the Portage sophomore against the Hobart senior.
I notice just in general, the Indiana style of wrestling, there's a lot more of tying up around the head And that's basically what you see in the Big Tens and the NCAA. These guys really pummel each other and work for upper body control and get their opponent to react, and that's when the shots come, whenever a guy is resisting, getting his head pulled down or his neck pulled down, and then he raises up, and that's when it opens the shot.
Well, a good one here, all you can ask for in the 135-pound weight class. We are all tied at 2 with 1 period remaining. Again, Galka of Hobart against Sean McMurray of Portage. These guys have been together before on the mat.
They have, and Galka's now got the defensive position. He's going to try to score. Quickly covers up. It's not going to allow McMurray to get the legs in because Portage traditionally are leggers. And you see McMurray is trying to get the leg in now, but Galka is able to get to his feet and almost get away.
McMurray, 7th at 112 a year ago. Pretty impressive jump to get back here, going from 112 to 135 in 1 year, wouldn't you say?
That's a huge jump. And a lot of times individuals, when they wrestle at a lower weight, are very competitive at that weight, and they bump up and they lose a little bit because the style of wrestling, as you said earlier, is a little bit different and certainly a lot stronger the individuals are you face.
Galka looking for a 3rd championship. He was the 103-pound champion in 2005 and the 130-pound champion a year ago, a 9-7 decision last year.
And he's up on his feet, but McMurray's wrestling a very good match. He's keeping control. He's trying to get him down. He would like to ride him out and send this thing into overtime if he can't turn him.
Tied at 2 now with 1:27 left in period number 3.
Galka took off crawling there to get to his feet, to get away from the legs.
Got the
oh,
one
my.
point. Pretty quick call, wouldn't you say?
Well, he got the escape. Sometimes the referee will wait on that. I think Portage coaches weren't very happy, but usually you have to clear your hips a little bit better, but they were on the edge, and I can understand why the call went that way.
70 seconds left in this one. 3-2 now. Eric Galka from Hobart trying to win his 3rd state championship in 4 tries.
And he's in good position right now. He's just got to maintain good position, try to ward off anything that McMurray tries, and try, like any other matches so far, he can counter McMurray, but McMurray might take a strategically questionable shot. But now McMurray does have the single leg. He's got the leg wrapped around. See if Galka can fight through it.
The sophomore McMurray coming in with a record of 32-4.
He's trying to limp arm out. Galka he's got a takedown.
How about that? Those are big points. He jumped out to a 4-3 lead with 26 seconds to go.
Well, McMurray got the single leg. Galka did the right thing in running a whizzer or trapping McMurray, so he couldn't score the 2. But McMurray countered that by limping his arm out and getting it around the waist and scoring the 2-point takedown.
Can he hold him down now?
22 seconds.
4-3. McMurray leading Galka. Galka.
He's got the leg. He's down on it. He's picking it up. This is not called stalling. He's got to try to take him back to the mat. Uh-oh. He's got to get his arm back around the waist, or if he can't get his right arm around the waist, he's going to hang on to the leg. The referee is not going to award an escape here. And McMurray's going to come out and avenge that loss from last week.
And he's going to win it. How about that for a finish? That is an upset.
Well, and
Hobart coaching staff not at all happy. What would their issue be?
Well, they're looking for an escape. They feel like McMurray lost control. Galka was out all the way out, and they have a legitimate complaint. I'm sure Coach Ballas is going to talk to the referee and ask him to speak with the assistant referee and maybe see if the assistant referee saw things differently. I can see, in those tight situations, these referees do the very best they can, and that's typically the way it's called. Galka came all the way out, but he wasn't able to clearly get away. Now they're going to talk to the assistant referee and get his opinion. But if they don't change, and typically they don't, this will stay at 4-3, and Galka will be denied.
They are in agreement. It appears as though they are in agreement.
Well, it's an honor for the referees to be at this level.
So we have a champion, Sean McMurray, the sophomore at Portage. How about that?
And our state champion this time around at 135 pounds from Portage High School, Sean McMurray.
Okay, Coach Eric Galka, your runner-up there. You've had plenty of state champions, obviously, individual state champions.